And thanks for joining us. Having some technical difficulties, our computer went down. Big play there by Schuster. This one's going to be a PI corner that was on Johnson. It's either going to be on Worlds or Johnson. Refs are deliberating. Worlds is saying it's on Johnson. So refs ended up picking that up.
Interesting how they get together and they figure it out. You know, that's all you can ask for as a coach on the sideline is if there's a question about a play, they get together and they talk it through.
So we're going to see two to the right.
A little trips formation, tight ends hand the dirt.
Schuster steps back.
He's got room. He's got some room. He's going to take this one himself.
Smart idea there.
You know, we just don't seem to be finding the open grass out there as a wide receiver. Got to convert this third down to keep this drive going. This drive's really important to Coach O for sure. Coming out of halftime with a score lopsided like it is, he's trying to get something positive to keep their kids going through that second half.
Yeah, you see he's frustrated there.
You know, this frustration is formational. He didn't get the right formation that he was looking for out of the huddle. Tried to catch the attention of the quarterback to try and get him right. Ended up having to use a timeout on it. We talked right at the end of the first half, you know, how important this first drive was going to be.
Yeah.
So whatever coach has to do here, if he has to burn all three timeouts, he's got to get the ball in the end zone in this drive. Give these guys something to keep them moving forward. See if he gets what he wants here. Talked it over a minute. Same trips formation with the anchored tight end. Both receivers are off the ball, allowing that tight end to be eligible.
And Pickney is up tight on Baird.
Got one-on-one up top. Not enough time to get him the ball. The amount of pressure that's been coming through the middle, right into his face, makes it tough. Makes it tough to get the ball off.
See what Dixon has here. I mean, much as you don't want to say it, he has been great for Lawrence Tech all day. So with this, as you being a coach, I mean, you're up by 42 points as much as we don't want to talk about the points. If you were up by 42 on a team, wouldn't think just talking to you, you'd step on the gas pedal. I mean, I feel like you put your 2s and 3s in, let them get some time, get the mental game reps going. So when you get late in the season, you need somebody to fill in, they're good.
Every coach has their philosophy with it. I know I'm coming out of halftime with my starters in, going 100%. Maybe after this drive, maybe we start bleeding in some 2s and 3s and trying to get them their minutes on the field. Because, look, it doesn't matter if you're on which side of this you're on. You're trying to get your guys as much experience as possible on the field. So it looks like they're doing the same thing. Looks like TU's got their ones going after it right now, and so they should be. Come out of halftime, run your offense, and then just kind of get your guys the plays that they need. Nice cut there. Doing a good job on that inside zone. Running backs are really pressing the line of scrimmage, find the open gap, and then they're exploding through it.
And we're still seeing Hawkins kind of drop down into that outside linebacker spot. I mean, to kind of cover the option read play that they hit him with quite a bit.
Looks like number 57 for LTU, Aaron Mitchell. It looks like he has switched from the 1 technique to the 3 technique this half. I'm going to keep my eyes on him. I want to see what he's doing against that inside zone, see if he's creating a good double team, keeping those guys off the linebackers or not. He's partnered up with number 62. He's listed as a backup, but he's been in there most of the time. And it probably looks like he has the best advantage. Those 300-pounders on the other side of the ball, you know, he brings some weight with him as well.
Sneaks out to the right. Yeah, right. Huge stiff arm there by Galvin, and he's down the sideline. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Taylor. Jedediah Galvin.
Right there, I think that just came down to good blocking by the receiver and Galvin getting a hand in the face and just making it stick.
Taylor's receivers are doing a good job keeping guys covered up on the outside. You know, the angle is important. You're in that pursuit drill. You're practicing that every day at practice for a reason. We didn't see a really good angle there, but, you know, guys are still sprinting after him, still giving every effort that they have. Just got to be a little bit better at the point of attack up front.
So 49-0, 10:05 left in the third quarter. Definitely not what Lawrence Tech wanted to see. I mean, coming into this game statistically, you'd think it would probably be a closer game, especially with some of the point totals and the schedules between the two teams. I mean, although Lawrence Tech definitely hasn't had the season they wanted, but I think a lot of that is due to injuries, with them at only having 1 win on the year, and that was against Judson.
Well, talking to Coach O, he said the things that they were worried about, how big they were up front, how physical they were up front. They were run first team. You know, these are the things that he was worried about, and he was 100% right. You know, their coach kind of lives by the model, first team to get to 50 wins, and they're approaching that here quickly. What we got to do is just get some consistency. That's all we need. All right, we're going to take the field right now. I don't think Coach should get away from his original game plan, the thing that he walked into the building with today. He should be out here doing the same thing. Just let's get the ball moving forward. That double tight formation right here. All right, that's a good looking play.
There.
Here we go.
Laying up the left side for Sanders. Nice long run.
All right, that's the first time we've seen that play today. That off-tackle run right there was really explosive. Maybe their most explosive play of the day on the ground.
And that's Johnson right now on the turf. Looks like another foot or ankle injury, as they already lost their safety. Corey Pittman, who's on the sideline right now with his left foot wrapped up, and he's got crutches. So definitely would be a huge loss to lose one of their top receivers too.
He's moving around pretty good. He's coming off the field. He'll be ready to go back in.
Yeah, just a little tape.
Get him on the table, get him taped up, get him back in there shortly. Oh, we got 2 tight ends set, lined up wing. Little weak side counter play with the H-back leading the way. That's a good looking play right there. All right, coach is getting things together right here. We're getting the ball moving.
Yeah, I think this is the most consistent the run game has looked so far this game.
You know, stay on schedule right here, right? Don't get greedy and try to do too much. Just keep the ball moving.
See Thomas Smith, the fullback, come in.
A little unbalanced formation to the wide side of the field. I formation. We pulled this RPO earlier in the first half, but we went to a different target this time.
Yeah, they went to Bailey Brooks, the senior out of Livonia, Michigan. Transfer from Concordia.
Oh, nice. Nice. First half they ran the same thing, but their option was for the inside receiver. It looks like that time they kind of went with a double slant, going to the outside guy who's more one-on-one, a little bit isolated. But it was on time. All right, here we go. Oh, this is a good-looking play.
Oh. Sanders keeps the motor running.
We've ran that play twice now in the second half. Each one's been 10-plus yards. So I'm sure he's going to keep coming back to it. He might not just ride it. He might just, flip in another play in between it, but they're going to come back to that play again before they get to the end zone.
Yeah, big thing, though, that we kind of talked about before the game and during the half with a lot of schools either closing their football programs, you might start seeing more of the transfers like Bailey Brooks from Concordia. And, I mean, do you think that's going to have a huge impact here at the D3 level with a lot of kids needing a place to go?
Well, it's the world we live in now, all right? These guys are moving from D1 all the way down to D3. They're going from D3 up to D1. Guys are constantly on the move. So you have an opportunity to go out and recruit and bring those guys in that are a little bit more seasoned. It's the quickest way to make an impact fast. It's a good ball right there.
Yeah, it's another big drop by Johnson there. And that one you can't really blame the sun on.
It wasn't routine. But, you're a college athlete. That ball's out there, hits you in the hands. I'm sure his coach is expecting him to catch that ball.
Yeah, and you can see him shake his head as he comes to the sideline. But the biggest transfer name I could think of is bumped around in divisions is Isaac Tesla. How he was at Hillsdale, tore it up, went to Arkansas State, if I remember right, and now he's on the Lions. But it just kind of shows.
Nice pass right there.
Yeah.
Got to catch those. It's all right. Hey, they got to keep believing in themselves. We're going to make the catches. It's going to happen. Just keep going. Just do what you're supposed to do. Make your read as a quarterback. Get the ball to the right receiver. It's his job to take care of it when it gets there. It's going to happen. So just you got to keep trusting it. Don't try to do too much. You can't catch it for him.
And it looks like Brooks to the top and man along with Baird down here on the near sideline.
Showing pressure in the middle right here. Gonna have to get rid of it.
Hit as he throws. And it's going to be turnovers on downs at the 23-yard line.
All right, we covered almost 60 yards of the field on that drive. All right, that's a positive. That's the first thing. We haven't done that all game. So let's get a stop here. We'll come back, reload what we did. We had a couple really bright spots that drive. There's a couple off-tackle runs. We had a good pass downfield. A couple drops maybe get us off schedule, but 60 yards on the drive, we're going to come out, tag on another 20, we're going to be kicking an extra point.
Yeah, you saw as many positives in that one drive as I would say as we had in the first half.
Yeah, that's a sign of resilience. I mean, Coach O in that locker room, he gave them all the tools they need to come out and be successful second half. They got to do it out on the field. There isn't a single coach on the sideline that can walk out there and get a first down.
Ethan Albert carried the ball. Carter Schmidt on the tackle. Second and 8.
Looks like Coach Nystrom's rotating his interior D tackles. Right now, Jaden Domi, looks like he's now replaced one of the D tackles inside. His list as the original starter. Not uncommon. Teams are pounding the ball inside.
Yeah.
Get a good rotation with those guys interior. Keep them as fresh as you possibly can. Look for them to maybe make another change when they go into a passing situation. Got to get them into a third and long to see if that happens.
Yeah, and we're also seeing some changes on Taylor's side is some of the twos are coming in with Jake Halderman, the senior,
Kyle Branchick
getting some snaps at QB. And then also Ethan Albert kind of taking over for Parker.
I don't think you're going to see them slow down.
Oh, no.
I mean, those guys that are coming in, these guys are practicing all week, trying to get prepared for their role as a backup. Now they get an opportunity to play. They're going to go out there and play as hard as they can. And the coach owes it to them to get out there and give it to them and let them play.
Yeah, and I always say things get crazier when you have your twos and threes in because they get hungry. Like right here over the top, and that's going to be a miss, is Halderman was looking for Josh Ellman.
Kind of missed the window there with that ball. Covered two corners, sat in the flat. Safety's job is to get over the top. As a quarterback, you got to put it right in the window between those two defenders. That one he stretched him out a little bit too far. Probably didn't quite recognize the coverage.
But that is actually Halderman's second passing attempt this season. So you know he definitely wants
pressure on third down. Nice pass break up there. Great job by Martell breaking up the pass, number 3. Got his hands up and through. We're getting a punt here. All right. Who's back deep?
That is 83. TJ Baird. I believe this is the first time we've seen Taylor punt all day.
He boomed it. Fair catch. We're going to take over on the 15. Let's get another good drive here. All right, second half. We've given up a touchdown. We've gotten a stop. We've moved the ball offensively. Got inside the red zone. All right, things are starting to uptick a little bit. Let's keep this momentum, this mental momentum moving forward. All right, familiar formation. We got the tight end wing combo over here. We split the receivers up, one on each side. Straight play action.
Nice ball.
Pretty well covered out there. I don't know if that was the best option where to go with the ball, but sometimes you try to do a little bit too much, try to get yourself back. There's no 50-point touchdowns out there, so let's just move the ball down the field.
So I've always wondered this, as a coach, if you see that your wide receiver might have a chance to go make a play on the ball if he jumps or dives for it, I mean, would you rather your receiver try and make that, crazy play that maybe that could have been a catch, or would you rather, if it's safer to just let the ball fall, let it fall?
100% effort to the ball. Do whatever you have to do to get to the ball, and most importantly, make sure that you're the only one that comes down with it.
Fair.
We'll take shots. As a coach, you have a couple things that are drawn up on your play sheet that are going to give you a shot
19-yard line.
at pulling it in and taking the big one. Sometimes it's not, it's defensive backs just a little bit slower. You get a step on them, put the ball in the right spot, you got a touchdown. Most importantly, your receivers know that they're the ones that have to play defense if it's bad. Good check down here.
Sanders, he's
One
gonna
on
make
one.
a move.
Good job. I thought that was there the first half. We were looking downfield and pressure was coming. We weren't really finding our out. Running back flared to the flats. Their linebackers have been sitting on those quick, little stick routes inside for the receiver. Good opportunity to get your guy one-on-one in space. Terrific job.
We talked about that at halftime, that maybe
Sanders, number 8. He had a little trouble in the last drive catching, but he pulled that one in. That was not an easy ball. It looks like Taylor has made a little bit of an adjustment to that off-tackle play that we had success with last drive. I don't think we need to go away from it. We still got 3 or 4 yards on that one, but it was more of a one-on-one battle, our tackle versus their tackle.
But yeah, as I was saying before the last play, we talked about it at half that Taylor was had a lot of movement in Schuster's eyesight, and it's kind of delaying that throw where that last, I would say, dump off to Sanders as Schuster goes down with the sack there. The last dump off to Sanders, it was quick and gave him time to make a play and gave him the chance to do something with it.
Number 92, Schofield from Taylor, his battle that he's having up front with our number 73. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce that one. Grzmowski, I think, Grzkowski. The battle those two guys are having.
Grzmkowski.
In a one-on-one situation, the size and the length of the TU player is winning that fight.
Yeah, and they double-teamed him on that one. A lot of time there for Schuster. Another drop by Johnson.
Comeback route, tough one to defend, right? Schuster put it in the spot where only his guy could catch it. Again, I don't want people to be, down on Johnson, but that wasn't an easy catch, all right? He got his hands on it. You're a receiver. That's your job, right? Your job as a receiver is every ball that you put your hands on, you should be pulling in. That was a tough catch, but, he was in the right spot. Ball was in the right spot. We got to kind of close the deal.
That's the first punt by Dixon that really we haven't seen over 55 yards so far today.
That one looked like there was a little bit more pressure in his face,
False mark at the 31-yard line. Will be first and 10 for Taylor.
You're kicking in the net, warming up. There's nobody coming at you. So I wouldn't want to be in issues, that's for sure. Oh, it was a nice pickup by the offensive line there. So it's a straight double team inside zone. You got a double team on the 1 technique, you got a double team on the 3 technique, and they're just driving it vertical. Our 2 linebackers, they're gap assigned. They have their gap. As soon as they make the decision to fill that gap, that guard's coming off the double team and covering him up. The running back's job is to get through that crease with explosiveness. Great job there defensively. It's not just enough to let yourself get double teamed, right? Yeah, I want the double team because that keeps the offensive lineman off my linebacker. But in cooperation really with the defensive ends, squeezing those gaps and making them as small as possible. This running back's carrying 200 pounds. He's got to fit through a gap probably the size of maybe 2 feet. And if we do our job defensively, we squeeze that down to a foot. He's got no place to go except stop his feet and run around the edge. Outside on the edge, we got defenders waiting for him.
Johnson. Nice run there by Kyle.
The difference is that squeeze. That's when they've had the most room to get inside. Unbalanced offensive line here.
Looks like Halderman's getting his guys flipped. He's going to look left. Gets the pass. So what started his first throw of his appearance in this game, he finally hits Josh Ellman. It's going to be Ellman's second catch of the season and Halderman's first completion of the season. But
it's a little bit of a sprint out,
yeah.
kind of layer the side of the field, hit the middle receiver for about an 8-yard gain. Inside run with the RPO. Great job by the defensive back. Really kept his leverage there. Gave the receiving target a one-way go, and our safety filled that for a minimal gain. All right, here's a kid I haven't seen on the field today, number 96.
Corin Paulus. And it also looks like Corey Pittman is back, though he's hobbling.
He has taken 96 has taken over at defensive end. He looks to be fighting the size of that offensive lineman. He's literally every play he's in a phone booth with this guy, trying to squeeze that gap. They tend to be running the ball opposite of him, away from him, which is going to give him an opportunity. He looks really athletic. He could probably chase one of those down.
Well, let's just look at the weight that the defensive lineman and the DNs have to face. Left tackle with Mooney's 280. Boothby at left guard 285. Center McDonald 310. Right guard Crosby 300, and then the right tackle is 285. And their backups are all within 20 pounds.
And that center's involved in that double team every play. You look right here, the center and left guard, they have twice as much in that double team. Cut back.
Solid blitz there, but just couldn't find home.
Yeah, they were able to kind of slide off the edge there and lean forward, fall forward for the first down. We're trying to match size for sure. We got some guys on the roster that can tip the scales, and when they're in there, that double team, all you're asking for him is to hold his ground.
Now Halderman curls his right. He's going to dump it off. Just misses his receiver over top.
pass is incomplete. David Wells, the intended receiver. Second and 10.
All right, hey, here we go. It's 2nd and 10. We're giving ourselves an opportunity here to maybe dictate the flow of the rest of this offensive drive. Is they going to come out and try and get themselves in a 3rd and short? Are they going to go for it all at once?
Looks like
Quarterback option. A little read option there. So receiver cuts in front of the line, the quarterback, showing hard outside run. Quarterback takes a little shuffle, reads the defensive end, and then tucks it up inside and runs the ball. Very effective power run game for a quarterback.
37 from the 40-yard line.
And I mean, especially with Halderman being the senior, you would expect he knows this run game inside, out, left, right, black, white.
He's a big kid, too. I mean, if he's running downhill, he's going to be a load to take down. Yes. And I'm sure both of these quarterbacks are run guys that have a little bit thicker legs than your typical quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, he's sitting at 6'3", 195.
He's going over the top.
He's going to grab that one. So another touchdown this time. He's going to give Josh Ellman his first touchdown of the season.
You know, 3rd and 7, you got a chance to get them off the field. They went up top, took care of some business. We're starting to see some guys from LTU, some guys not on the 1s and 2s depth chart, getting out there and getting some experience. Good job for Coach O, getting those guys in when you need to, when you can. You know, look, again, the scoreboard is meaningless at this point.
Yes.
Right now, what you're seeing from Coach is you're getting guys that have been working their butts off in practice. They're getting they're getting minutes on the field. You know what's going to happen next week? They're going to practice twice as hard. They're going to practice twice as hard in the hopes that they have this opportunity again, but in a closer ball game. So the process is in action for Coach O. All right, he just needs to make sure that these guys believe in what they're doing, and they're going to be in a positive forward motion.
I mean, especially for talking about the 2s and 3s that are getting in. I mean, when I was a backup, because I started football a little later, when we would have these games that, you know, maybe the ones aren't getting it done or stuff isn't going perfectly, to me, I would always look at that as an opportunity to show that, hey, I can do this at first string level and try and give the coach a reason to, hey, I should be out here.
It's real, right? I could put myself in the mind of a backup or a 3. I could put my head, try and get in the same mind space that they're in. As a high school coach, I'm trying to get everybody on the field, right? I'm trying to get everybody on the field as much as I possibly can. I also owe it to everybody in the program to do the best we can to win. But the message I want those guys to have is that, hey, when you get a chance to go out on that field, you do everything you possibly can to show that you belong there. And every once in a while, man, you find a guy that shows you something, and he'll become a mainstay in your lineup.
So Lawrence Sachs bringing in redshirt sophomore Corey Chavis.
He's a big guy, 6'5", 220 pounds. Let's put the ball in his hands, let him run downhill.
Yeah, Redford Union alum. So it'll definitely be interesting if we see a wildcat formation. Kind of could pass, could run.
No, he's the real deal. He's the real deal. He's a quarterback. He's out there doing those things. He's got the. Oh, we got an injury on the field right now. Looks like an offensive lineman. They're getting him up. All right, he's gonna walk off. Definitely a leg injury, but I think he's gonna be okay. Jake Rudd.
Yeah, freshman.
Is our center. So we got a new center in the ball game right now. All right, obviously new center, new quarterback. If we're looking at our number 2 center and our number 2 quarterback, they probably have had enough reps together, so it shouldn't be too bad. But we're under live fire right here. This first exchange is going to be the scariest one, and after that, you won't think about it anymore. 2nd and 6. Sprint out.
Yeah,
wasn't much there to get to.
Yeah, the backup coming in at center is Kokoa Ye Miramontes, redshirt sophomore, 6 foot 250. So definitely going to be interesting to see how he handles Taylor's D tackles. Even the backups got quite a bit of weight to it.
Well, right now, 3rd and 8, spread formation, 2 on each side. running backs in the pistol. Quarterback drop. Double move on the outside. Great catch.
I believe they're going to say he was out of bounds. He kind of was pushed out, tried to reestablish himself.
That's the question. Number one, did he get pushed out? If he got pushed out, that's okay. But you have to get back and reestablish yourself in bounds before you can touch the football. And the hat came off. You knew right away that's what the official was thinking. Good call by him. Looks like Taylor has a return on. We got a fair catch. Fair catch at the 32-yard line.
But that was still a heck of a play by the freshman wide receiver out of Livonia Franklin, Owen Pittenger. I mean, to make it where it's a debatable call.
Well, he caught the ball under a lot of duress. That's not easy to do. How many balls have you ever caught where you ran out of bounds, had to come back in to find it? That doesn't happen very often either.
Well, especially with how well catching the ball has gone today. I mean, that's...
We've had our moments.
Yeah.
Had our moments.
So, 2nd and 5 now with 11:17 left in the fourth quarter, and if I heard right, that was senior wide receiver David Wells. Just went with his second rush of the year.
Got that.
Late pitch there.
Yeah, at that point, the quarterback should just kept the ball and tucked it up and just kept running, maybe picked up a couple yards. He kicked it out to the pitchback with no place for him to go. Pretty good job of stringing that one out. Zone defender's just trying to cut you off. And as a defender, you're trying to stretch that thing out, make your arms as long as possible. Stretch that thing all the way to the sideline and use another defender.
Yeah, and freshman quarterback Colt Frank is on for Taylor.
Good looking tackle there by Greer Sykes. He's all over the field today. I've seen him up in the box making tackles. I've seen him defending passes. He's maximum effort all day long.
12th tackle on the day.
I believe it. Sprint.
Another great Sykes.
Great break up there. Well, it looks like coach has found a guy in that secondary that makes plays. He's certainly not playing like a freshman.
Yeah. Sykes out of Pontiac, went to Avondale High School. Big run up the left side. He's going to go up the gut here.
You know, there's no outside defender there. That play kicks off tackle, and your linebacker's responsibility when he fills that gap without outside help, his job is to pin it back inside to the other linebacker, and either by his fault or just technique from the offensive lineman, they sealed off his outside shoulder, and there was nobody there to pick up the run. He was on the safeties before they could do anything about it.
Yeah, and that was another big run by Kyle Turnachek. Still up the middle again. And it looks like the linebackers kind of tried to hit the C gap, and right now Taylor is just destroying the A gap.
Well, they kind of got him in the blender. You know, they're hitting that inside zone, and then they hit that off tackle play. And maybe at this point the linebackers are guessing which one's coming instead of just relying on their training. It's a good run through there. Good run through by number 49, Jake DeFalco. Got his hands on him in the backfield. But, you know, when you get that chance for a TFL, you got to finish it.
Second goal, 1 yard.
Here we go on the goal line. Quarterback.
Yeah, and one we've really seen kind of stand tall the whole game was linebacker Brody Snyder for Lawrence Sack. Now he's down on the sideline next to the kicker, Vincent Robinson. So you could definitely see maybe they're trying to get their younger linebackers some action.
Cooper Sloan, the attempt the extra point. The kick is good. This scores Taylor 63, Lawrence Tech 0.
Yeah, the big thing that kind of appears, it looks like knee brace for Brody now. Maybe a little banged up there in the third, or?
Yeah, I didn't see anything happen on the field. I just know that when I was talking to Coach O during the week, he was talking about the leadership value that Brody provides this team. All conference linebacker, you know, super high football IQ, you know, never too high, never too low, even keeled guy, but respected by everybody in the program. You know, and that's tough losing that type of leadership on the field.
Well, yeah, I mean, that drive really showed it, because when they were making those zone runs, they were always, they'd hit the hole and then they'd bounce to the outside. That was really the first true drive where we saw them continuously pound it up the middle.
You know, the young guys out here, they're plugging away, right? They're not getting as many reps during the week as those ones were, right? So we're probably going to see a couple more mistakes from them.
Yeah.
But I think what they're probably being evaluated on right now, after you take away alignment and assignment, coaches are probably just trying to look at effort, heart, want to. Those are the things that coaches are looking at right now.
I mean, one thing I've always grown up on, and I still believe to this day, is we got a nice pass here. Good, solid snag there. We're getting to the point of kids coming in. We got to go to the roster sheet.
Hey, that's totally fine. Got 7 minutes left to get every single one of those guys a catch. Back to that double tight end formation. See what type of run. Nicely placed run right there. That double tight formation with the twin receivers on the same side. That's provided us a gap to get the ball downhill. Good job, good leverage right there from the tight end and the tackle. Running back stuck his nose in there. Again, we're seeing guys that are probably maybe getting their first plays, and seeing the ball moving forward, that's a big deal.
Yeah, that last catch was Enrico Piccini.
All right, there we go. First down converted. You know, I'm seeing more and more of these scrums in football. Like, it wasn't too long ago. As soon as the scrum happened, every official was blowing their whistle. right? Now you see these scrums just carrying on for 5-10 yards. You see Montgomery for the Lions in a big scrum just getting pushed down the field. Like, I couldn't imagine being in the middle of one of those.
Well, you saw that in the Tampa Bay game.
Yeah.
Where I would put good money down that he was
carried
off the ground.
Yes. Here we go. Corner route.
Nice catch.
Great catch. Way to pull that one down. See how he high pointed it? His hands went late. Defender didn't even know the ball was in the air. Threw his hands late. Picked it up off the top of the ceiling. Came down with it. Really good ball there.
Yeah, that was a great catch by Owen Pittenger.
You know, let's compare. If you compare Schuster and Chavez, if you compare those two guys, the leadership that Schuster brings is probably as valuable as anything for the offense. Here we go, little escapability from the quarterback. Oh, I think he delivered the hit on that one.
That's where that 220-pound comes in handy right there.
That wasn't any fun for that guy on defense, I'll tell you that. Look, he popped right up, man. He wants the ball again.
But I also think between the two quarterbacks for Lawrence Tech, I mean, Chavez is coming in no pressure whatsoever.
Yeah.
And just, hey, go have fun. Do something.
Just let it fly. Go out and do your thing. All right, let's get one in. We're approaching the red zone here.
Nice
all right.
Run here out to the left. First down, Lawrence Tech.
I tell you, Coach O probably has a big circle around that play the second half because that has been the bulk of our offense is that off-tackle run right there. Just looks like good old-fashioned outside zone. Running backs are doing a good job of reading it and getting downhill.
And another redshirt freshman for this Lawrence Tech team, Lance Galliard Jr. out of Novi. Deep ball shot here. Definitely a pass interference.
You know, that pass interference, the offensive player, his effort to get to the ball is what created that flag. Ball was underthrown. Defender was in the right spot. 19 came back to the football, and that contact he created was the flag pulling of the ref was just seeing that contact and seeing how it displaced him from the ball. Nice effort by 19.
Yeah, senior out of Commerce Township, Brendan Ladd, one of the few seniors that are uninjured.
Well, that's going to put us inside the 10.
Team. This is our best field position, I believe, so far today.
Wouldn't be afraid to let number 12 run the ball here. Get that +1 matchup. Yeah.
I really thought he could have even thrown that with the guy draped around his waist.
I think the primary idea there was to try to get the ball off on a quick route, but packed into the goal line here.
Yeah.
You got defensive backs that are right in the face of your receiver. So if your receiver doesn't win one-on-one, there's not going to be anybody to throw the ball to. So he took the read from the dive, started sprinting out in hopes that receiver would have got the separation. It didn't happen, so he kind of had to eat the ball.
And well, if you really think about it, right now it's 14-11 because you got 3. There's a pick for Taylor, and they're going to go the other way.
Oh, the big guys got into a tackle there.
Yeah.
Both of them with elite pursuit to the sideline.
Yeah.
I think I actually saw both of them lay out to try and get the push and get them out of bounds. Effort like that, you only see effort like that from a lineman, which is awesome.
Yeah, the two big rig juniors, Michael Boyd and Seth Fulton.
First and 10 for Taylor at the 30-yard.
So Taylor sets up now with 3:16 left in the game on their 30. Another big run opportunity here.
Keep it out for the carry. Strong down for the tackle. So first down, Taylor. First and 10 at the 40.
All right, looks like our front four on defense here are all brand new. They've seen some reps here in the second half. See if they have some luck. Oh, great job by the center. Center did a terrific job getting off that double team, covering up linebacker. I mean, this offensive line from Taylor just keeps coming at you.
Well, even if we take a look at the twos for the offensive line for Taylor, there's still quite a bit of weight there. I mean, left tackle, you have Isaac Rands at 235, 6'3". Left guard, you have Sam Plattner, 6 foot, 275. Center, Isaac Cole, freshman, 5'9", 275. Right guard, David Richardson, 6'3", 300. And then right tackle, Dakota Wagner, 6'3", 255. So, I mean, you're only missing maybe 300 pounds across 5 guys to compare to their first string guys.
The food stipend for this travel has to be enormous.
Astronomical. I would say it'd be a good bet that just the linemen alone, your ones and twos, could probably crush 20 pizzas. That 15
outside
bucks a
stretch. Got to keep our head up on that tackle. Number 4 just missed the tackle at the line of scrimmage, left his feet a little bit too early.
First down, Taylor. First 10, 49 yards.
It's really tough to see those jersey numbers for Taylor.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of gray on white. If the purple outline was a little thicker, I think it would be a lot more helpful. But
Purple?
yeah, there is purple pinstripe around that gray.
Looks like we are
Kneeling here.
going to take the victory formation the rest of the way. You know, coach is going to go home. He's going to be a little disappointed for a little bit, but I know Coach O. He's going to get right back at it. He's going to watch the film. He's going to watch our 2s and 3s that he got on the field. He's going to try and create some competition amongst his own guys going into the week. And then hopefully take the experiences that these guys got from this game, build on it for the games here in the future. Because it's all about the future, right? These guys are all working their tails off. They're a lot of young guys. Some of these guys, you know what? It might be too much work for them, right? Yeah. But he's going to focus on the guys that are going to show up and they're going to work and they're going to put the time in. Those are the guys that are going to feel the benefits of being part of a program and having a staff that really wants to be their guy.
But yeah, we're going to end this one. Lawrence Tech blanked and shut out 63-0 against Taylor for their 6th loss on the season campaign. We just want to say thanks for joining us if you're still with us. Thanks for our crew for working with us even through all the technical difficulties. I'm Alex Johnson, and for my partner, Brian Lemons, we just want to say thanks for joining us today. Hopefully we'll see you on another Lawrence Tech Athletic broadcast.
LTUathletics.com. Find news, schedules, and scores all in one place. Enjoy the rest of your day and please travel home safely.